My high school would have kicked your high school's ass.
Welcome to the Rowdy.com Big Three with high school. I'm Buck Fever. He is Bassmaster.
And junior high school.
I'm junior high school. I'm preschool. Here's Buzz Cutler.
Hey. Mark Martin said he's the guy who initiated talks with Kasey Kahne last season, but only after he was blown off by Jeff Burton and Matt Kenseth. So between those three, do you think Hendrick got the best of the bunch?
Yeah, totally, because they have so much upside with Kasey Kahne.
Yes.
I thought that comment was interesting, very interesting, that he'd gone to his two best friends, as he said, and they just laughed him off. And then he went to Kasey. And it's amazing how excited he is, how he is just over the moon that Kasey Kahne is going to be at Hendrick Motorsports.
Yeah, Mark Martin, obviously, I think everything he says about this season or the last couple seasons has been a gift to my career, the biggest gift to my career. I really believe that's genuine, and I think he wants to give back to Hendrick Motorsports. He doesn't want to leave them in a bad position because he's been there a 3 years, and Kasey Kahne was an obvious solution. I think they're better off because Kasey's younger. It's like you said,
totally.
Buck, he's got a lot more upside. And when you look at that driver lineup and managing the ages of the different guys, I think Kasey Kahne just fits right in there perfectly.
And Matt Kenseth isn't going to leave Jack Roush. That's not going to happen.
Well, and Kasey Kahne has so much more marketing muscle than those other two guys, too.
I think he does, and it's just he's going to be better for longer. You know, Matt Kenseth's a former champion. Jeff Burton's finished third in the points a couple of times. So these are very, very good race car drivers. You would not be in bad shape with either one of those guys in your race car. And God, if they race till Mark Martin's age, they'd be there for a while. But I think Kasey Kahne is the right move for everybody.
All right, we very rarely get to talk about qualifying just because of the way the schedule works out. But since we've got a Monday race, it gives us the opportunity to look at the starting lineup. Sam Hornish is starting second. He started third at Phoenix last week. He's already got 3 top 10 starts, which is as many as he had all last season. His cars have speed. Is it just a function of him not knowing how to utilize that speed?
Well, there's a couple things, obviously, that you need to race well, and one is you do need the speed in the race car. If you can turn one fast lap, well, that really does help. But, that's qualifying setup, that's qualifying conditions, and a race run is different. The tires wear, the setups are different, the track changes. There's a lot more that goes into racing well than qualifying well. But I think when you have success in qualifying, it helps you to take that next step.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure it's the biggest step that there is.
Qualifying it's great to qualify well. I mean, Ryan Newman is aces at it, and if qualifying was the biggest deal, he'd be Richard Petty, but he's not, and he doesn't have a championship. So I think I like Sam Hornish, and I kind of follow him a little bit, and I've noticed that at times, oh, wow, Sam's in third, he's in fourth, he's in fifth.
He's running up front more now than he has in the past, so he's making progress.
He just can't seem to close the deal, and I think race fans, that's one of the things that we probably overestimate as fans is how, it looks easy out there. It is so hard to complete an entire race and to be racy from the beginning to the end, get your top 5, and go on to the next race. And that's his next goal. That's what he's going to hopefully accomplish.
And you probably mean underestimate.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Don't underestimate me.
All right. Speaking of underestimation, let's talk about A.J. Allmendinger. He says his plans for 2011 aren't set. Now that Kasey Kahne has left RPM, you can think of Allmendinger's place in two ways. You can think, well, here's his opportunity to become top dog, or, wow, this team just lost its superstar. It's really on the wane. Maybe I need to find a fresh start. If you're Dinger, which way do you go?
Depends on where the fresh start might be.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you do exactly what you just said. Right now, he's throwing up his towel and waving it in the air and saying, let's see. I mean,
let's see what my options are.
He's fishing, and if he gets nothing, then he'll be the top dog at RPM. If he gets something, then he'll be out.
He's like Hornish. I think he's shown some progress this year, maybe even more so than Sam. And I think he was on the pole last week for Phoenix when Sam was on. Was Sam on the outside pole for that race?
No, he was third.
He was third. But in any case, and AJ, he slipped back. He didn't finish the race better than I think it was 15th in that race. But again, he showed a lot of potential in that race. He showed a lot of potential at Daytona. So there is a potential for him at that team. But say Kevin Harvick leaves RCR.
Ooh.
If that ride were a possibility for AJ Allmendinger, you'd have to look at it if you were AJ Allmendinger.
You'd have to take that. And we just don't know how much turmoil they really have at Richard Petty Motorsports.
I think we have a pretty good idea.
You know what? Actually, I'll say this. I think it's clear that they've been through that period of turmoil. And the question is it more or less over now? I think that is the question. Yeah. Foster Gillette, I thought, was pretty forthcoming in his interview on Friday that we played on the Rowdy podcast about what that team has been through and about how we kind of got it down to the foundation now. We're going to try to rebuild things from there. So if that's the case, staying is not necessarily a bad idea for A.J. Allmendinger. This team believed in him. Remember, he was released from Red Bull. Okay, so he got a ride with Rich Petty Motorsports, and you can't underestimate
They tried to kick
that.
Elliott Sadler to the curb in favor of
AJ.
Dinger.
Yeah, so maybe, I mean, let's a magical scenario if Budweiser were to stay and maybe he could get Budweiser on his car, that'd be great.
The Budweiser 43 car.
That would be...
I guess that would never work.
That would never
That wouldn't
That
work.
would be a little
It
weird.
wouldn't work because of the
All
Petty
right,
thing.
well,
never mind. Scratch that idea.
Before we sign off, let us wish Greg Irwin a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Greg
birthday,
Irwin. I
Greg.
hope you find your way to Victory Lane on Monday today.
It's his
Couple
40th
hours.
birthday today.
40th birthday. Wow.
Yippee.
He's but a
My
pup.
friend Warren is turning 40 here.
Way to go, Dub.
Yeah.
All right.
Dubby.
Debbie.
Bye.
Bye.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.